Episode 1. Let's go. What is up? Welcome back to the Side Conversations podcast. It's your boy Kevin D, and I know I just came in super hot, but I'm with the boy Grayson, and yes, this is the first episode on YouTube. What is up, guys? Hello. Like, this is so cool. It's like we can finally like sit down with everybody.
I wonder how many of your viewers had no idea what you look like.
Yeah, I know. Now they're probably just like, all right, yeah, okay, that's enough right there.
I thought he'd be taller.
Yeah, seriously. Well, what's up, man? I can't believe it, dude. I'm so excited. Everything's like,
I'm happy for you.
Dude, I appreciate that, man. Like, I'm so excited to be here with you guys. I'm excited to be here with you. You know, and if you're still listening to this and you're not watching it, hey, thanks for coming back, dude. Just if you ever want to watch and hang out,
how many
check us out on YouTube.
How many have we done together now? What number is this?
This might be like the 6th one we've done together, I think.
Wow. Yeah.
We've done a lot. We've covered a lot of ground.
Yeah.
And now you remember, like I remember when we were only sitting on my couch and doing it.
Yeah.
And now like we're big time chilling. I'm so glad I got like a table too, because
yeah,
that other one was so small.
In
yeah,
and of itself.
Yeah, it was like super small. I didn't like it. Well, man, now you guys are gonna be able to see like how we act, I guess.
Yeah,
that might put like
we're putting so much effort into like looking at least a little bit professional at the moment.
Yeah, that's why we got coffee.
Yeah. There's nothing in these.
Dude, okay, so I went to go get this coffee, right? This is actually really funny. So I walk in, the place is packed. And this guy, you ever seen the movie Zack and Miri?
Make a porno?
Yeah. I was just gonna leave it at
it's okay.
Zack
Well, they
and
gotta know. It might be the wrong one.
Yeah. But yeah, so I watched that a lot of times because it's a good movie, dude. Seth Rogen, everyone in there is a great, like it's just a good movie. Like, yes, it's dirty, but it's a good movie.
Is that Charlize Theron? Who's the blonde chick?
Who?
The
like the lead role?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Doesn't matter. Anyways, continue your story.
I love how we're both pretending like we don't. Yeah, I wouldn't know the name. I've never. No, but so obviously, like, so the character in there, Seth Rogen, he's like, a coffee shop manager or whatever.
Yeah.
The guy who was serving me looked exactly like him, dude. He had the sideburns. He had like the stubble and stuff. I was like, dude, he looked exactly like Seth Rogen.
Did you ask him to do the laugh?
No, but he didn't sound like him. That's the thing. He just looked like him. And it was like the oddest thing. Like, I was just looking at him and I was like, everything reminded me of the movie. And I was like, this guy must have been like the guy's stunt double or something. Like,
it's actually crazy that you say that. I was at a bar last night and I saw this group of people leaving. And one of the guys looked exactly like the lead Canadian dude off of Trailer Park Boys. The one, one who's getting out of jail. You know, the one with the brown hair that's all slicked back. And I saw him and I literally like couldn't stop looking at him. And I started gathering like people that I was with. Yeah. I was like, I need y'all to tell me whether or not that looks like that dude. Because I only watched like the pilot episode, but that's what it made me think of. Excuse me.
Yeah, dude. I don't know, something about it, dude. Like, I just kept looking at, like, I mean, dude, he was a professional. Like, he knew what he was doing. He looked like he'd been working there for a minute, man. He was holding it down. Bun? No, he didn't have a man bun, dude. But he wore like a beret, kind of. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And he had like some
highest
pins on it.
Yeah. that's a.
See, I've always wondered how Starbucks like functioned like that. Because it always seems so professional and they're always moving.
Bro,
I've never seen a crew that talks to each other. Every time I go to Starbucks, nobody talks to each other. They just communicate through like the stickers. You know what I'm saying? What they put on here.
No, dude, I don't dog on baristas because it's like bartending only with coffee.
Only with coffee, dude.
And that almost more difficult because
and that stuff could be more dangerous.
Those
like
people are coherent enough to know when you screw it up.
Yeah,
when you bartend, it's like, oh, they're probably already drunk. They won't notice.
Yeah, and then you give them like shit coffee.
Yeah. This was good though. Usually Starbucks doesn't hit like this.
Yeah, bro. I told him I was like,
oh my God.
You were like, yo. I asked him. I said, yo, what do you want? He was like, the Americans. Tell him.
For a second, I thought this was yours because it said Kevin on the side of it, and it said Grande Blonde Latte, and I was like, "What the heck is that?" Then
No,
it said
dude,
almond milk,
they
and
asked
was
me
like,
if I wanted
okay.
to add it. They were like, the guy. So Seth Rogen was talking to me, and he was like, yeah, do you want like blonde espresso in that, because it's probably gonna taste way better. And I was like, yeah, sure, why not? He was like, okay. He was
What
like,
is
trust me.
blonde espresso?
I don't know, dude. I don't know what that stuff is, but I always ask for more. I don't know if that's dangerous or not.
I'm looking it up. Continue
What
with
is
your-
espresso? And then, like, for the longest time, I thought it was espresso.
I
That and that makes
Yeah.
way more sense. You know what I'm saying? Like express. You
Oh.
think it's like on the move? What is it?
It's just lighter coffee beans. It's literally just like what it's like white chocolate versus dark
Like
chocolate.
a concentrate?
No,
Is that why like people put it in?
It says like East Africa and Latin American coffee beans that are like cream colored, and then it's like literally like a blonde espresso instead of like a dark black.
Oh,
espresso.
just because of the color?
I guess, yeah, it's like a lighter brew.
Well,
you seem
okay.
perplexed
I mean,
by this concept.
I mean, okay. I don't
But,
know. It just doesn't really make sense.
You've ever heard?
Then why does it cost more? That's what I want. That's what I want to know.
Because
you know what
it's-
I never understood?
'cause
Why
it's
do they
different.
charge so much for like guac at like Chipotle and stuff? Even
It's
I used to
because
work at
it's-
Chipotle and I never got the answer. I was like, why is this extra?
It's because it's one of those like little healthy add-ons. You know what I'm saying? So it's more of
Yeah.
a fad than anything else. Because the reality is, you can go into a Kroger and get like a medium-sized avocado for 59 cents. And
Yeah.
that's like like half of that is what they would give you for like $2. It's just a way to make money, you know, because people will do it. They do the same thing at Subway.
Dude.
Yeah, they do. Fun fact, everybody.
Love Subway.
Also, didn't Subway get sued for having this guy like measured a foot long, or he bought like
No, there was,
50
like, a
foot
huge-
longs and measured all of them, and they were all like 11 inches or something, and he was like, "This
Yeah,
is false
that's always been like a
advertising."
huge like thing, I guess.
That's so funny to me
And
that
then-
someone took the time to do that.
I don't know. There was this picture of this guy. So you ever worked fast food?
I've worked everything but
Fast food.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, I worked at a movie theater at the mall. The
Oh,
AMC
yeah,
at
yeah, dude, yeah,
So and
yeah.
that's like
that's the closest like.
and it was
gets, yeah.
weekends, and it was all day. So I would
Yeah.
work a double on Saturday and Sunday every week when I was 15. And so I mean, during the rush, because like we didn't do breaks because we were all so expendable. The bosses, we
Yeah,
didn't
dude.
do
Nobody
breaks.
gave a
But the
shit.
concession stand of a movie theater in a mall during a rush for like 5 hours, it's like nonstop.
That's crazy.
I
A
can't
rush
tell you-
at the movies.
I can't
Nobody
tell you
goes
how
to the
many-
movie. It's like
No, dude. There are times when everyone just shows up.
Damn,
'cause
that's
it's what
crazy.
they're doing for the weekend is going to see a movie, and it just doesn't stop. Talking 12 lines behind a concession stand.
yeah, but I mean that's just time to just work, bro. Like
Oh, dude, yeah, but I
feel
mean, I
like-
can't tell you how many times I slid and fell with like drinks and popcorn in my hand because I'm running. It's like a war zone, bro. It's like trench warfare. All these little.
yeah, dude, those spaces are so
frantic,
tight, dude.
stressed
Why do they make
workers
them?
are just-
Why do they make them like so compact? I'm like, dude, I don't like this. Like
I've got a quick story for you.
Yeah, what is
just
it?
a real quick concession stand story for
a
everybody
concession
watching.
stand story. I like that.
Concession stand confessions, bro. Concession
concessions?
confession. Yeah.
Concession
Yeah,
confessions?
concession confessions, bro. I was
Yeah,
15
that's the
years
one.
old,
Yeah.
and for those of you who don't know, those hot dogs that you pay $5 for at the movie
Yeah.
theater, so they're frozen, and the process is you take them out and you stick them on a greased up grill to give them burn marks. Then you stick them in a grease roller
Ooh.
to like thaw them out, and then you stick them in a bun and package them, and then put them in like a moist, warm environment until people buy them. I was packaging a hot dog, and I dropped it on the ground, and the bun like split in half, and the hot dog. The floor of a concession stand, for the record, is the nastiest thing anyone could ever see.
Yeah.
It's like a fast food restaurant kitchen. But anyways, I was like picking it up and going to throw it away because I dropped it on the ground, and the manager of the back bar grabs the stuff, puts the bun back together, puts it in the container, puts the hot dog in it, closes it, and puts it with the others. And he looks at me and he goes, "This is a business." And I was like, bro, I am never in my life letting anybody eat concession stand food again, ever. So anytime I'm with people, if they get anything other than the popcorn, I'm like, yo, that stuff was on the ground.
That
just so you
stuff
know.
was probably on the ground. There have been dude,
War
I've-
stories, man.
I've worked at jobs where I've people like expiration dates like 2 weeks prior, and they're like, just put it out on the line, man. And I'm like, but I can't. And they're like, just put it out on the line.
Don't get mad at us for serving nasty hot dogs. We were minimum wage
Dude,
workers.
yeah, I was
We
like,
had-
what am I gonna say,
Yeah,
bro? This dude, I'm getting paid
You know what I'm
$7.25 an
saying?
hour.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, in Cali it's 11.
I mean, I fought for my peeps, bro, but like, damn, like, it was gross, man. I like when people be like, yeah, let me get the mayonnaise. I'm like, it'd be out on the line. I'd be like, oh, we're out. Sorry.
Yeah, no,
You know, I'd just be like, we can't touch. I would just put a lid over and be like, oh, we're out.
I actually got lucky. I worked a pretty cool job because I did construction cleanup illegally when I was 14. Then when I was 15, I did
illegally.
Well, because in Texas you can't legally work until you're 15.
Yeah,
and
but
I was on a construction.
I mean,
I
if
was
you're
on
just
construction sites.
you're just there handing out like nails and stuff.
No, I mean I was like like dudes.
No, I know, but like when people ask, you're just like, oh, I'm just here to like, I'm a helping hand.
And I was tiny, so people were probably like, "Who's this 9-year-old
Then you're just
white
scaling
boy?"
walls.
Yeah, exactly.
Just
hammering like sheetrock and stuff.
Yeah.
But no, and so after I did that, I worked at the movie theater, then a grocery store, a really
Tight.
dope grocery store, Market
Tight.
Street, which is like a Whole Foods but not as bougie. And then after Market Street, it was Gold's Gym, which was the hookup. And then after that,
Oh, you worked at Gold's?
yeah, I worked at Gold's
Oh
Gym.
my
And when I was
gosh,
17,
dude.
that's how I got into like the whole fitness
Dude,
scene.
when I get to like, I think once I turned 40, I think I'm just gonna move to Venice, join and try to work at Gold's Gym and just
be one of those guys that
be
like,
just one of those guys.
works
I'm just
out in
gonna
the
be a
sun
beach
all
bum,
day.
yeah, and
Yeah.
just
Yep,
get
swole
paid
and tan.
get paid minimum wage just to like hang out.
And then after Gold's, I worked at a skate shop. And all I did all day, I kid you not, because my manager was just like, hey, man, go attract like people or something. So it was in that mall where the food court is.
Yeah.
So it was a huge open door and everyone coming into the mall could see into our shop. So I just set up a rail in the front of our shop, like as close to the food court as possible, and just skated shirtless every night while playing my music over the loudspeakers. He's like, go attract the cougars, man. And so I would just like go skate I kid you not, it was the coolest like work environment.
That's not cool, bro. That's creepy as fuck.
No, dude.
Hey,
I
get
mean, you
get
were
shirtless and go outside and skate.
Nah, he was just because I was shirtless anyways, man. Because I was either in there.
That doesn't make it any
well,
better.
no, because I was in there either surfing, teaching people to surf, or I guess flow riding, or I was skating. So I was always like hot. So I was just in like what I'm wearing now, minus the shirt, just skating and getting paid, literally. And then I joined the Marine Corps, and they got theirs.
Yeah, that's right.
It all caught up.
And
to
then
me.
everything changed
then
when the Fire
everything-
Nation attacked,
yeah,
bro. Like,
and everything
like
changed.
holy shit. Oh,
Yeah.
no, that's funny.
Yeah, they got their pound of flesh, man. But I loved it. You know?
That's funny.
Yeah.
That's really funny.
I went off on a total tangent. Do you realize that?
Yeah, no, I do. I actually wrote down some talking points of stuff that
Let's hit them.
I wanted to talk to you about. There was a
I love the Avatar reference, by the way.
you like that, right? See, that's
Yeah,
what I'm
yeah,
saying,
it was-
bro.
it
You gotta
was- it
hold,
was pretty
you gotta hold it
solid,
down for
yeah.
like the original ones.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Can't let them forget.
Did you there was this video on Twitter. You have Twitter? Do you have Twitter? No.
No, I haven't had Twitter since high school. It's
Damn.
funny. I reverted
Yeah.
because in middle school or elementary school was Facebook,
Yeah.
and then Facebook was lame, and then it was Twitter, or then it was Insta, then that got lame, then it was Twitter, and then in the military everyone used Facebook, so I deleted my Twitter and got on Facebook, and now I don't talk to anybody, so I don't have anything.
Yeah, so you don't have any-
Yeah, exactly.
That's good though.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
I use Insta
Yeah.
to look at funny stuff.
Twitter just has uncensored humor. You know, like Instagram can be like funny and like, you know, but like you go on places like Reddit or Twitter, it's just like the most uncensored like
I
Like-
never used Reddit. I know that's like the OG like forum, but I never went on it. But Twitter, I mean, I see some tweets just on Insta because they're so good they make it to other platforms.
dude, it's like a whole nother level once you like really get deep into it.
anytime Trump
And it's kind of
tweets-
sketchy, bro. It's so scary.
Yeah.
Like at sometimes you're just like, this is weird. Like I can't do this.
Really?
Yeah, dude. Some people just be tweeting like weird stuff, like a bunch of weird stuff on my timeline. I don't
know. That's how Facebook got. It was either photos of babies or just weird stuff that everybody was doing. And
Dude,
I
I got
like,
off-
I don't care about this stuff. I want to look at.
I got
if
off
have the-
Facebook, bro, because every time I go on Facebook, dude, it's like somebody else is dying, and I'm like, why is this
Well,
so?
it's not only
public?
that; it's only drama. You know, you only
Yeah.
see the negative stuff. No one's like, "Everybody have a good day." Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but on Insta, you can throw a story
No.
up.
It is somebody saying, "Everybody have a good day," and then someone commenting like, "No," just like
Yeah.
I don't want to.
Yeah,
And
it's all just
it just all turns back to like
especially because
negative.
it's all like it's all military when I get on. So all I see is like
Yeah,
guns, trucks.
memes and just like
Yeah,
the most
exactly.
unnecessary. And you're just like, okay, I guess like
I was hoping to get a laugh. If I'm on social media,
It's strictly for the fun. Like it really is to just
it's
make me
'cause
laugh.
I have nothing else to do, and
Yeah.
I want to see something funny.
Dude, there have been times where I've just sat there and looked at just stuff that's been posted and just laughed. Just
Oh, dude, I have a whole
unbelievable
album of saved memes on my phone.
Oh,
Just
yeah, for
funny,
sure.
just random funny stuff.
I got memes for days,
like
dude.
just because the things people will post on the internet that
Dude,
go
they
viral,
get bold on the internet,
it blows
bro.
your mind.
Real bold on the
Yeah,
internet.
it's just who thinks to do the certain things that we laugh at. I'm sure there's like one in the back of your head at all times where you can think about it and be like, I still don't get it. You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel.
This video I seen, and I mean, like you said, there's so much negativity. You know what I'm saying? Like all the time, something's always wrong. Somebody's always mad at somebody. Whatever.
Right.
And I pulled up this video, and it's this really drunk old white lady. You know what I'm saying? And she's like hammered in the car, and she's yelling at this dude who's like bumping rap music, and she's like saying something to him, and he's like, "What's up? What'd you say?" She's like, your music. And he goes, what about my music? Like, what's going on? And she was like, your music. And he goes, what, you don't like it? You want me to keep it down? And she was like, no, turn it up.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Oh,
and he goes,
yeah.
oh, what's okay, hold up. And the dude, he turns it up, and it's Moneybagg Yo. Like, I can't remember what song it is, but it's Moneybagg Yo.
Is this like an older lady?
Yeah,
an
older lady.
Does she start like?
Yeah, she was like,
banging?
dude, she just starts like banging to it, and he goes, yeah, like you could tell he was vibing too. Like,
that's awesome.
And she
dude.
loved it, and she was like, thank you, like, and she just kept like bobbing, like,
just a sweet old lady.
Yeah,
I like what you're.
I know
playing.
her husband came back like,
he saw the video. He probably doesn't know how to use
Lisa,
it.
why are you doing this? Like, Karen, why are you doing this?
Eldridge.
Yeah, like stop.
No, dude, I saw one of old man banging to screamo.
The caption to the video. Sorry, I missed this point. The caption to the video was, "I thought this lady was about to be on some bullshit, but never mind."
She was part of the squad.
Yeah,
the whole
she was
time.
part of the squad the whole time.
Have you seen that one of the older guy and his windows like cracked and he's just headbanging?
Yeah,
his few strands.
And
of
he's
hair
like
just
he's like hitting the air drums.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Giving himself whiplash.
That's so good to see, bro. Like the fact that stuff carries on. Like people don't let that go, and that's just the effect of the music. I think
Yeah.
That's got like you got to imagine that dude's been like.
Well, because for us the nostalgia music is like Tupac, Biggie, and then like early 2000s like punk rock, and then like metal.
Blink 182, Sum 41.
Yeah, exactly, and it's
Shit like
still
that.
it's still good to this day.
It's still good. Yeah, it's still a bop, dude. If they come on and like it's super fun.
Yeah, especially during the summer if it's on the radio or something. Not that I don't know anyone who still.
Do you
listens
still?
to the
Yeah,
radio.
who listen? I broke my aux and I had to listen to FM radio for like 3 days.
That's awful.
Absolutely hated it.
That's awful.
It was the worst thing in the world.
You know what I don't like, and I'm a little over it now, is Sirius XM. Why is that have to be?
I never ever went on any of that. I'd
well,
never.
Because every
cared
time you
for
buy a car, which for some reason I do often, every time.
Seriously.
I've gone through like 3 cars in the last year. Every time you buy a car, you get a 6-week FM radio subscription or Sirius XM radio subscription, and I'm like, and then they're like hitting you
for
up.
what though?
It's like, bro, who listens to that?
Yeah,
the second I get
don't
want to
listen to that.
I don't put it in drive. Until,
I'm surprised if anybody wants to listen to this. If that, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I couldn't imagine. Like, yeah.
I can't do it, man. Recognize.
If you're listening, go ahead and hit that like button.
Like and subscribe. Hit the bell.
I hope this takes off to where like we can have like sponsors and we can just be like, oh, and our first sponsor of the day.
Well, something I still really want to get at is have one of the fighters that train at my gym.
Yeah, dude, I want to interview. Yo, if you guys want to see me interview a fighter,
he actually
like a dude who like literally kills people. Like
he had his weigh-in for his
make it happen.
His third professional Bellator fight. I follow him on Instagram. This dude's 19, 20. His third professional Bellator fight. His weigh-in was yesterday. And I think the fight actually might be today. Tonight, Wilder and Fury are rematching. Deontay Wilder, and then Tyson Fury, the boxers.
Oh, really?
They're
Tonight?
rematching tonight. Yeah.
Where's it?
Like,
you gonna go watch the fight?
Well, it's pay-per-view. I hadn't planned on it. I have a thing I have to go to, but I'm just saying that's going to be crazy because the last time they fought, that was epic. And I didn't even know they were fighting again. I knew they were doing a rematch, but I didn't know it was tonight because there have been so many fights. Dude, McGregor came back.
Yeah.
Ferguson versus Khabib.
Oh, my goodness.
Anthony Joshua versus Garcia.
Yeah, I know we're kind of late on this, but like, yeah, like Conor McGregor and stuff. Also, just want to point out, Shakira committed $12.6 million of tax fraud and then 2 days later performed in the Super Bowl. Okay, anyways, moving on. Like, we've missed a lot, but...
Shakira?
Yeah, bro, she committed...
$12.6 million worth of tax fraud?
Yeah.
And then...
This like, headline came out, like, 2 days before the Super Bowl, where she was set to perform.
Wow. Well,
and like that hits the headlines and everyone's like, oh my gosh. And then like she still pulled up, bro. She
made 1.2 mil. She had to pay some of that back. She made 1.2 mil off the Super Bowl.
Bro. Oh wait, did she really?
Yeah, and J-Lo made 1.6 mil. Honestly, I thought it was going to be way more.
Damn, those numbers came out. That's really what they made?
Yeah, I thought it was going to be way more.
Yeah, I really thought it'd be a little bit more.
Because my buddy was like, bro,
dude, Drake makes $1 million for one set, like, bro, wherever he goes. And the Super Bowl?
Dude, Bruce Buffer makes $1 million per announcing session that he has, like, on the UFC. Yeah, he doesn't, or for any event he goes to, and I quote, I don't accept less than $1 million for an event. Because him and his brother are like the face of the fight game. So like, who else? Could you imagine? That voice is iconic. That's nothing to them.
Dude, I wonder how much Joe Rogan makes.
Honestly, I have no idea.
I feel like he makes money off his podcast, but I feel like the UFC kind of just does it for fun. I feel like he just shows up. He's like, you don't have to pay me. Yeah. He's like, I just want to watch people get knocked out.
For real, dude. I have no idea because he has money. I mean, the dude has.
Oh, dude, he's still making money off Fear Factor. Yeah, I saw an interview and he was like, oh, I'm still like.
Really?
Dude, yeah, he's getting royalties. Like, people are still watching it. It made a comeback on TNT. People are watching it. And he's like, Fear Factor is solidified in history.
Dude, I love Joe Rogan, especially his stand-up. He references.
I don't watch his stand-up. I don't want to dip into that.
He's like the fucking Fear Factor guy's making shit up to make his jokes work, and I'm like, wow, dude. He still has it. That's just funny to me.
I mean, he is also like insane, but I mean, like,
oh, dude.
I mean, like, not insane in the way as in like he's out there. I mean, like, yes, he is out there, but I mean, like, he's insane. Like, he's not the guy to mess with.
Oh, dude, he's an MMA enthusiast. Yeah, dude. He was like a national champion.
Have you seen the video? I've talked about the videos of him kicking before on this show. But
George St. Pierre how to do a reverse. Yeah.
Him hitting a bag.
It's scary.
It's scary. Like, it makes you flinch. Like, you can sit. I was at home and I was like, ooh, like, I can feel that.
I've seen too. One where he's teaching GSP, that kick that GSP used in the UFC, one of the greatest fighters of all time. And then one where he's hitting, it's like the punching machine where it tells you how heavy you're hitting.
Yeah.
But instead he's kicking it and he's in skinny jeans and he's still like kicking the shit out of it. And I was like, I'll be honest, man. Imagine being in a bar fight or just anywhere, random, and the dude just throws a roundhouse right into your sternum. And it's Joe Rogan. It's Joe Rogan, and you just
beef with someone at the bar, and you're like, "What's up, bro?" And he's like, "Yo, don't like."
My four bottom ribs are broken. My spleen is ruptured.
He's just like, "Bro, me and my friends don't want to like have any trouble," and you're just like, "Yo, I want all the smoke with you and your friends." And then you feel a tap on your shoulder, and then the next thing you feel is just Joe Rogan's foot cracking 6 of your ribs.
I feel like it'd go through you,
dude. Yeah, that would be terrible. The one person I would not want to fight is him.
Yeah, because then afterwards he'd make a show about it.
Yeah, he'd probably pull a microphone out of his pocket.
Joe Rogan here just knocked out some poor bastard at a bar.
Oh my god! And he'd just be like, interview himself.
Yeah, dude, he's so funny. I love that guy.
Yeah, he's crazy.
I could talk about Joe Rogan all day, dude.
Good for him, though.
Yeah, was that your stomach? Was that my stomach? I don't know.
I didn't hear anything. I still haven't eaten today, bro.
We'll hear it in the edit.
I still haven't eaten today. That's the thing.
I literally.
Oh, we're 23 minutes in.
I slammed a bagel like halfway, or
dude, bagels and cream cheese. That's the only way to do it.
Well, once I started tracking my macros, I realized. You want to know how many calories I was eating a day before I started tracking my macros? I thought I was eating like close to 2,700. I was eating 800 a day.
That's not good.
My diet was so clean, like it was just like greens and meat, and I was like, well, bet. I get to stuff my face now. So now it's like every morning.
Yeah.
Oatmeal, fruit. I don't even know why I'm talking about this.
I was like, yeah, man, go for it.
Yeah. Just go through the regime. But no, I'll cover that on YouTube. On the YouTube.
Yo, I think your phone is a little close to, I think I'm hearing static. Thank you.
Yeah, I did
Sorry
too.
about that.
No, you're fine. Let's hit some of these talking points.
Oh yeah. So
reel it in.
Yeah,
man.
so
reel it in, yeah.
Guys, I ask and I received, and I appreciate you guys so much for asking all these funny things.
Oh, so you have people like hitting you up asking
I
questions?
asked them, I was like, tell me, I wanted this one to be like interesting, so I was like, tell me what's your favorite controversial topic to like talk about.
Oh man.
And I asked specifically, I said, make it spicy, you know what I'm saying?
There go all
like,
the career opportunities.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So because it's controversial, I'm not going to mention names. Because like that, this is just talking points.
Neutral,
okay?
non-biased.
Yeah, neutral, non-biased.
This is a
like,
safe space.
Yeah. Everyone get your paper clips out. Let's make it happen.
Everyone feels safe here.
Okay. So, well, this isn't really a controversial topic, but I've been brainstorming a breakfast taco truck. I'm sure we've covered ground on that before. So
Right.
This is just an announcement that you should watch out for that. That's
Dallas area.
Somebody mentioned that. So, okay. So obviously, big talking point. We didn't really cover it before when it happened, but let's just keep it light because it's kind of just beating a dead horse here. Do you think Epstein killed himself?
Oh man.
Just honestly, like, do you just off what you've seen?
I believe
unbiasedly, like, just do you really?
I believe, regardless of how radical the theories are, each one is tangible. I'll put it that way. I think any one of those things. I think the least likely thing.
Okay,
is,
yeah. So you think the
least likely thing is what we see on the news,
right?
So
yes,
take that as you may.
Okay.
However, the ones that have come to light, the theories that have come to light, when I see them, I'm like,
fair enough.
Be like, yeah, wouldn't
Fair
surprise me. It's just like, you know what I'm saying?
Anything's possible.
Yeah,
guys.
I mean, and it's not even like I'm saying there's weight to them. They could easily be just as valid as this one. It's just this one just happened to be said it was true first.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't want to just say but yeah, I mean, I don't
like
know,
anything's possible. Just like, Kevin Garnett said, anything's possible.
I don't think it's that simple. I don't think there's any way it's that simple.
Yeah. I don't think
I don't think we're allowed to believe in coincidences, especially at that level.
At this point, it's kind of just like up in the air. You just let that.
Yeah, man. I mean,
just let that one rock,
dude,
because that's none of my
TFM
business.
on Instagram did a Epstein didn't kill himself T-shirt sale. Well, they just wholesaled like thousands of Epstein didn't kill himself T-shirts on Instagram.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So I mean, I don't know, man. You're asking the wrong guy.
All right. Next one is China being so involved in America. Now, look, I'm okay, and how China. Okay, yeah. So China being involved in America. Now, look,
do you want to elaborate? Or are you talking
I don't have
about,
like a political
like,
view.
Imported goods or what?
I guess like we have like a bunch of stuff coming from them, and I'm sure we're outsourcing a bunch there.
Oh, dude, yeah.
So, but look, like from a business standpoint, I understand, but from like political, there's so many holes in the plot. You know what I'm saying? Between like we don't like each other, we like each other, we're banning each other, but we still got each other's back.
That's why they call it politics, man.
And
There's
I'm just like
already
this,
an ulterior.
I'm like, this is just the most confusing thing. Like, but they're so heavily involved with us. They're talking about warnings from, like they dig into our data, and the whole TikTok controversy is they're trying to mine like data from like Americans and stuff, and I'm like, see, like what the like, and then people from like high-ranking security officials are like, hey, this is happening right now, and then they're like, yeah, but
something
whatever, and I'm just kind of like, it's really just like having an ex that just like still hangs out with you every single day, but you're still seeing like other people.
Is that what it's like?
It's like weird, bro. It's like they just come around. They're like, oh hey,
I can't
like,
relate.
They're like, yeah, you can do what you want, but like you're still mine. And it's weird, bro. Like I don't know. It's just a weird thing that I'm seeing.
Targeted. No one's being targeted in particular.
No one's being targeted in particular. Everything's just like.
I think what's more interesting. Let me get comfy here. I think what's more interesting is the dynamic. So think about it this way.
Hold on. Sorry, dude.
That's the sound of the police.
Sirens every single day, dude.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
Isn't there a fire station like near her?
I think so.
Because I'm pretty sure there's a police station near her.
Yeah.
Safety, sexy.
Make sure you check your fire alarms, fire detectors, fire.
I don't know, man.
What are they called?
Yeah.
Make
smoke
sure you check
detectors.
those things that beep when you don't change the battery.
They have, honestly, I ripped mine out of my ceiling because they wouldn't
Dude, when I
stop
first
beeping.
moved
I was
in,
like,
it
if there's
just
a
kept-
fire, I'll figure it out. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm sure I'll be fine.
Yeah, dude. Unless, like, honestly, like, it's not a hard fall from where I'm at. Like, there's a bush. Like, I should be straight. Like, I'll be okay.
Have you seen the movie The Other Guys?
Yeah, dude. I
They're
watched
like,
it the other day.
You
like,
think of what I'm thinking, partner? Aim for the bushes. He's
Aim
like,
for
they're
on the
at the funeral. Why are we surprised? They jumped like 20 stories. There wasn't even an awning. That's like one of my favorite movies right now.
Dude,
Is
they were
The
like-
Other Guys.
Ice-T was commentating. He was like,
Yeah.
hey, I don't know, but that was some crazy shit. Though. Like,
He's like,
some
"Man,
say it was pride. Some say they were delusional. Like,
I don't know, man, but that shit was crazy. Yeah, dude, that was hilarious. I don't even remember what we were talking about. Oh, no. So the dynamic, what I think is crazy is how reliable. I don't have the facts. However, I know that a majority of imported goods pre-made come from China. I mean, we have clothes from Vietnam and all this other stuff, but China is probably as dependent on us buying their stuff as we are getting our stuff from them. Because think about it, when we were in Japan, right, because of like international incidents with the military and us occupying a foreign country, while I was there, several times we had to go dry, which is where they wouldn't allow the sale of alcohol to Americans.
Yeah.
Because a local got killed or something happened. Within days or weeks, the commanding officer of the base would get visits or emails or however they communicated from like the local officials, the local Japanese officials saying, hey, y'all are like 60% of our economy. That's why we have so many bars off base and liquor stores. It's because Marines and Americans like drink a lot, and they're like, y'all are like 60% of our revenue. Can you please let your Marines buy alcohol again? So they'd make us go dry for like 2 weeks because of something that happened in Okinawa, and then all of a sudden we'd get a brief, you guys can drink again, and we'd all be like, why?
Yeah, that's cool, but why?
And then you start talking to like the ADG and S1 and all that, and they're like, well, we've come to find out they need us to buy booze, otherwise their whole city's gonna collapse. And I was like, that's pretty a well established thing. But yeah,
I don't know.
maybe it's that way with China. Maybe the only reason we have a relationship with them is, you know, it's economical. But what I'm interested in is the social.
I don't know, but it's just like, why are they mining so much? Like,
Are you talking
what
about
are they trying
stealing like data and stuff?
Yeah, dude.
Oh,
just
bro,
like,
I feel
and
like
just
that's
like, what
always
do you?
going on
I mean,
with
like,
everybody.
I don't know. Look, I have no like. I'm not like
Well,
prejudiced or
no,
anything. I'm
knowledge
just
is-
confused. Like, I'm just like, why would they? They be doing
we do
that.
it.
I
Knowledge
don't
is power,
understand
man.
it.
I was in cybersecurity.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it's just like-
that's the next war. It's all going to be cyber. You know,
Yeah, I don't know.
economy, seizing assets.
It's just like everyone pictures like cyber war as like AIs and all this. People are
no.
like hacking, but like
No,
really, it's just
Skynet?
like
Yeah.
it's really just some dude like laying back in his chair, just like. With
Oh,
his
bro,
mouse.
it's some.
And he's just
it's
like
some-
writing mean stuff on your Facebook page. Like he's just
It's
like,
the most-
you
yeah.
are ugly
No,
with
dude,
like two
it's
eyes.
just some geeked out dude with a bottle of champagne and a big ass thing of Red Bull, and he's just hacking people's info like, ooh, Bitcoin.
And he's
Bitcoin,
like, let me
Bitcoin.
see,
Yeah.
Bitcoin, credit card. Oh, is this a credit card?
Bro, do you remember that?
Pull pictures of your kids. Like, oh God.
I remember when everyone in the communications field in the Marine Corps, when I was in Japan and Bitcoin got big, all of the S6 guys were like, yo, man, let's all get in on Bitcoin. It's about to blow up. We're cyber. We know that this is going to work out. And I was always like, no, no. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. It popped off. It's
don't know.
whatever. It's
I don't know. I
different
think
now.
we've spoken on this topic too
Yeah,
long.
I think we
Whatever.
have. What haven't we covered?
Is coronavirus population control?
I literally said this yesterday. Someone mentioned coronavirus and they were like, "Oh my!" It was my little sister. She messaged me on Instagram a photo of a news report saying coronavirus made it to Texas, and I was
No shit, huh?
yeah, like 2 people are
Peace
dead.
out, guys. You're never gonna see me again.
I think it was El Paso or Lubbock or something. I don't remember, but 2 people died and 1 was hospitalized in quarantine. And she was like, "Grayson, are we gonna die?" And I was like, "Maybe." I was like, maybe. I was
honestly.
like, "It's all good though. It's population control. Nature always finds a way to re-exert itself back into the natural order of things." And she was like, "What is wrong with you?" And I keep forgetting, just this like basic 18-year-old white girl with not a care in the world.
Yeah,
so
dude. You're
I'm
just
talking
like,
about dying, and she's like,
she's like, hold up, I'm trying to just get my life
Yeah,
started. And you're like, oh
yeah.
no, I'm good. Like I'm done now. Like at
You
this
got to
point,
remember
it's whatever.
sometimes the morbid military jokes don't transfer even to your family.
It's not even like you're just like, no, I'm good.
But no,
bro.
I told her
You're
I
like,
was
my back
joking.
hurts. I think I'll be fine.
But is it population control? I don't think so, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't
Because
think- I
the
don't think
reality
so.
is it's so.
I think it's
such
just
an
something
odd-
new that just popped up.
It's just such an odd thing because you got to remember like West Nile
Yeah.
when that was like West Nile. Oh my god.
Oh
you
my
know what I'm
god.
saying?
And then
Like
what was it? Swine flu and all
swine
this
flu
other-
made it. Ebola made it. It's just I don't know, man.
We
It's
just gotta, dude. It's kind of like our
healthcare
medicine and everything's
Yeah.
too advanced. Like we can get a cap on this. Like I think we already have a cap on this, and if not, we can reach out to other people to help out. Like it's not anything we haven't dealt with, dude. You know what I'm saying?
When I was in Guam, I thought
We
I had
literally just
smallpox.
transferred somebody's head onto another body, and it functioned.
Haven't we been doing
I think
this
we
for
can.
like 10 years?
I think we can stop another strain of the flu. Like I think we'll be okay.
Is that what the corona? Or are you talking about the swine flu? I was
No,
like,
coronavirus is like a strain of the flu. They're
is
like,
it
it's-
really?
Yeah,
Wow.
dude, the flu has killed.
Oh no, I
over
know
like
the
100.
flu
Yeah.
used to kill people. I
No,
just
the
figured
flu
at this point
still
medicine was
kills like
advanced
over
enough.
100. Hold up. This, 1 second. Hold up.
One of these days, you'll
Let
have
me-
a camera angle on a TV screen that we can stream.
Hold up. I can't. Oh, this is the Airbnb that we're staying at in Colorado. Hold up.
Oh, bet. Yeah.
How many deaths for flu? 2019. So, 2019, 16,000 people died and 280,000 have been hospitalized during 2019-2020 flu season. So, and like people like this new coronavirus thing that it's going around. It's taken smaller numbers, like way smaller numbers.
Well,
and
that's
like,
what I'm saying. Is
that's
I,
what, and
I
people
can't imagine.
and people are freaking out. I'm like, guys, like you need to be more worried about the flu hitting you. Like, go get your flu shot. Like, go do that because if this hits you.
I just turned down a flu shot 2 days ago.
Well, I got my last flu shot when I was in North Carolina, and then I was like, I came here and they were like, we're getting flu shots, and I was like, well, I just got mine, so I'm just gonna wait. I got to
feel
get
like
mine next time they offer them, though.
You can stack that, can't you? Like getting 2 flu shots isn't like.
I
gonna kill
don't
you.
know.
I don't know
Is
how that
anyone a
works.
doctor? Because like I don't know.
I have no
don't.
idea how that works. To be
Yeah, I'd
honest
actually have
with
to
you.
ask the person giving the shot.
I mean, we have. Think of how many times we were vaccinated and how many like PB shots and all that stuff we got.
Oh my god,
in the
yeah, dude. I
military.
still think like penicillin's just pumping through like my veins,
Just
or my right butt cheek. That at least you know what I'm saying. Like, gosh,
still getting sick. Still, what did it do?
dude, like seriously, like I just still got sick and I was just like sad all the time. All right, topics. Somebody responded. They said, "Okay, look," because I asked to make it make it spicy, and they said, "Okay, look, it's not air quotes spicy." I was like, "Okay," and then they said, "But sexuality. There are so many closed-minded people out there who get super upset over the topic. Those people are vanilla." That's what you call them. It doesn't matter if
They're
you are just
vanilla.
like vanilla.
Why?
You're just vanilla. You plain and simple.
Plain
Those
and simple.
those people who just like, all right,
I think Dave
let's turn
Chappelle.
on-
I think Dave Chappelle said it best. He was like, he was talking about his response to that whole topic was, "I'm all about it. I love everybody. So like, do you? My only question is, to what degree do I have to participate?"
What is that?
Because like, if you misgender somebody or something like that, and then they make it your problem, you're like, "Oh, excuse me, sir. How
No,
are you
I don't think we're
doing?"
talking about that. I think we're talking about something else.
What are you talking about?
Hold up. I think you're going in a different direction, bro.
Likely, yeah.
Yeah. I think they're talking about, well, not gender wise, just like what you like. Like
Good God, is that what we're talking about?
Yeah.
All right.
And like what you're into, I'm supposing. I mean, I guess, yeah, those people are vanilla. Like that's like they just like they're just like
you're
they're
saying
afraid to dip into that.
What do you think about
side of-
people who are like afraid to talk about that stuff?
Yeah,
openly?
or like participate
dude.
and shit like that.
It's like saying,
Yo,
It's
if you're
like-
not down to get down, I mean that's fine. But like, if you're in like a relationship, I guess like
no time and place. I'm just saying.
Yeah, there's
I'm
definitely
saying,
a time
like,
and
why,
place.
Why be like? It's like being naive. It's like saying girls don't poop. Like like let's be adults here. Everybody,
wait, they they don't, right? Right?
I'm just saying, like,
was...
if you're nervous to talk about just about anything,
Yeah.
and it's not because you're worried it'll offend somebody, but instead you're just worried about how it'll make
how people
you look,
will, yeah,
get over it,
dude, get
Live a
over that.
little,
See,
yeah.
that's like ties
Live a
into
little.
that thing, like, yo,
But
get over, like, if that's what you're into, bro, that's what you're into.
I have no
like,
shame though. So,
yeah,
you know,
I also have zero
Yeah.
shame when it comes.
It's just
to
like what. There's no reason to like. My younger siblings ask me all the time, like, if I felt awkward in a certain situation, I'll be like, I don't get awkward. I was like, I mean, I'm sure the people around me are feeling awkward.
If it gets
but I love
awkward,
it.
I just
No,
gotta make it happen.
It just doesn't matter. It's like no matter like why would I let this affect me? I don't
True.
care. You know what I'm saying?
It's very true.
I don't know. That's my mindset, dude. Dionysian. I had someone tell me this. He's listening. I guarantee you, Joe. He told me that there's a Dionysian way of living, and it's. I hope I'm saying that right. From Dionysus, because Apollo was all about order, and Dionysus, Greek mythology. Long story short, he's like act on every whim, just live in chaos, but in a manner that is, you know,
that's pretty hard right there. That's
beneficial for
that's
everybody.
Pretty good advice.
It's like libertarianism.
Yeah.
Just do what you want as long as it doesn't hurt anybody else.
Yeah, and stop being so like weird about it.
Conservative and like hard on yourself. Yeah.
Literally just go enjoy yourself. And that can tie in with just not just like that stuff, but like life, dude. Yeah.
Spontaneity and just enjoying everything.
Just kick it, bro.
Yeah, just kick it.
Just kick it and hang
Sender
loose,
bud.
bro.
Yeah, exactly,
just chill,
dude.
bro.
That's my mindset.
That's what it's got to be.
For real.
Damn. That's a good question. They also said that they hate that they're limited in the chat box. And yes, I know. I'm sorry that the chat box is small. But if you do end up getting a good question and you have a long question, you can always just DM me. And then we can have like...
Slide.
You can put... No. Don't slide in my DMs. Just DM me about the show. Don't... Okay? But, okay. And last but not least, you already know what it is. What do you... I just know, like, what do you think about... gun control?
Oh man,
like in a
no, it's not even difficult. I can.
I mean, like, yeah, just
I'll tell you why gun control doesn't work.
Okay, that's fair. Yeah,
I'll give you a real statistic.
Okay.
Chicago,
okay,
Illinois, United States has the strictest gun laws in the United States.
Really?
And they also...
I thought California did.
No, and that you would think... I mean, I'm sure it's... maybe it's second, I don't know. But Chicago, Illinois has the strictest gun laws. And they still experience some of the worst gun violence. It's no different than making certain drugs illegal. Making something illegal is only going to keep the good people from being able to get it. And the bad people, or I don't want to say bad people, but criminals, because that's what you are when you break the law... they're still going to get their hands on that stuff.
Oh yeah, it's no doubt.
You know what I'm saying? Just because you make guns illegal, that or whatever, whatever.
It's literally equivalating
is.
to the war on drugs.
Let's take the guns away from the
opinion,
good guys, and then the bad guys will just turn them into.
Well, see, that's not how they're seeing it. They're seeing it as
saying?
We're not taking guns away
street.
from. They're like, we're not taking guns away from the good guys. We're taking the guns away from everybody. But like the thing is,
criminals don't follow rules.
They don't. Yeah, they don't follow rules,
saying?
So they're not going to turn their guns in. They're also not going to register them if they don't want to or anything.
Think of any situation, right, where a gunman has been thwarted by bad guy with a gun meets good guys with gun.
Yeah, big time.
Bad guy loses, you know? And there's an argument, and I know that some people who know me who are listening are probably like, but, you know, whatever.
I mean, it is like, look,
I'm allowed to have my opinion, and my opinion is if you keep the good guys armed, sheep, wolves, sheepdog.
Yeah.
Wolves try to attack the sheep. The sheepdog is there to defend them. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Just stay strapped and speak. Speak quietly, carry a big stick, bro. That's all I'm saying.
That is what it like. As George Washington once said, bro, stay strapped, stay clapped. You know what I'm saying?
But it is a last resort.
Yeah, it should be a last resort, and you should be trained. You should be confident.
That's what I'm saying. That's what's scary. Because when I got my license to carry, it was with civilians. And they were all excited. They were like, "Oh my god, I can carry now!" And in my mind, I'm like, "I hate the fact that I have to carry."
Yeah, I hate dude.
I hope I never have to use it. And yet, meanwhile, all these people are like, "I'm gonna be strapped everywhere I go now," and I'm like, "It's not a game, dude."
Like it's dope. That's dope.
These are the
that
people
you're
who pull
strapped,
a gun as a first resort. I would much rather just settle a beef in the streets with my fists or talk my way out of it.
I'd rather talk my way out of it than have to ever.
You know what I'm saying? A gun is only if you are threatened for your life. And I mean, really, that is such a weight
like where
to
it's
carry.
literally like, yo, look, maybe like you're about to get your ass beat because you're stupid. But I mean, like, I'd rather take a beating and walk away than have to talk to cops.
And I'm all about like background checks and stuff like that. There needs to be a vetting. You shouldn't just be able to walk in and get a handgun or a rifle necessarily. But someone could.
I can agree to that, dude.
You know what I'm saying?
Common sense laws, dude. Like,
and another thing is the ignorance. People think that like AR means assault rifle, and they think that all these rifles just because they.
Well, we need to start. We would have to like teach them like, yo, like look, these things exist, and this is why, and like kid it. Like,
right? Yeah. Like,
I mean, look, I'm not saying like back in like the 60s or whatever, they like brought rifles to school and like taught kids how to like assemble and disassemble rifles and stuff. But I'm not saying we got to do all that. I'm just saying, like, yo, look, the guns have been in this world for, like, a long time. A lot of things have happened with them, and we need to, talk about these things. Like, yes, they're dangerous. Yes, they're, like, used for good reason in the military with law enforcement, and that's why, like, they're good, and this is the bad of them, and we need to educate people on them so the ignorance can go away and people can make their decision on, like, okay, I don't want to be around these, or yes, I want to partake, and just like.
Plus, at the end,
it's just like your opinion on anything. Like, that's just how it is. Like, if I say, hey, do you want to go get some orange sherbet? And you're like, well, I've had orange sherbet. I don't like it. So, no, I don't want to go. Or, yes, I've had it before and I kind of like it. So, yeah, why not? It's just the same thing, but, with guns. And I'm just like, I mean, like, I hate talking about this topic because it's just it's really anybody's opinion, bro. If you don't. All I'm saying is like, I always just say, just be safe, bro. Like, just as long as you can watch your back and you can watch whoever's back is with, then you're good, bro. If you don't need a gun, then don't get a gun. If you like, who cares, bro? If you don't want one, don't get one.
Well, and I see both sides. So when the facts are presented by the opposition, I'll be like, okay, I get that. But if just a philosophical note, I mean, we're inherently violent. We just are. I mean, we're also inherently loving.
You can take anything like
Britain or wherever. I don't want to misquote, but UK, I don't know, Europe, somewhere over there. The police don't even carry weapons.
Yeah, they carry nightsticks, bro.
Teams. Yeah. And knife violence is a huge deal over there. People carry like clubs and machetes and like,
dude, you take
gangs of rapscallions with chains and blades and stuff. But no,
there was a point in time, bro, where like ball peen hammers.
It's a big deal. The knife violence over there, people getting robbed with knives and stuff, and it's like, no matter what you do, evil's out there, and wouldn't you rather have a way to defend yourself against evil?
Cain beat his brother with a rock, didn't he?
Yeah, well, maybe. I know what you're referencing.
Yeah, but like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like if violence just finds a way, dude. Like, it just and if not, people have hands, bro. People will literally kill people with their.
Just arm the good people, fight the good fight. And it's hard to defer the good from the bad. I think that's the issue.
Look, man, and just you wrote a contract, you signed a contract, buddy. You can't. We're not opting out of the contract that made America, okay? So just leave it at that. Just understand, like, you guys talk about contracts all the time, like, sign this petition, this bill, blah. These guys signed a contract a long time ago. You can't break it. Like, you have no authority there. So
Joe Rogan was like, if the founding fathers were here today, the first thing they'd say is, y'all didn't write any new shit? He was like, man, that thing was written. People were using a candle to light what they were writing, and they were writing with fucking feathers. He was like, we got to augment something. But,
oh my gosh.
But I don't know, man. I
don't know. That's none of my.
I have my opinion, but I'm
that's
sure
none
people
of my business.
Who are much more intelligent and wise are in a position of power, or maybe they're not. Maybe they're idiots. But I don't know.
Or maybe they're not.
Yeah,
maybe.
Who knows?
They're idiots.
Who knows, man? It's anybody's game.
Did you hear that?
House of Cards.
Hold up, stay still.
Should have said 0.
Just stay still. And action. Okay.
What was that?
All right, guys. So we're gonna wrap up the show on that one because I don't know. That was a good time, though.
My man's got to eat, get those gains.
Yes, I actually do have to eat. So, I mean, dang, this is like the first time I get to do this on camera. So
I'm stoked. I'm really excited to see it come out, man. Yeah.
So, guys, one thing I always like to do at the end of the show is shout out the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline. That's 1-800-273-8255. Once again, that's 1-800-273-8255. Press 1 if you're a veteran. You need the Veterans Crisis Line. Guys, listen up. These are real people. They will help you with real problems. They're actually there to help. You need to understand that. You can dial that number at any time. There's always an operator on the other side who's willing to connect you with someone further and then get you someone to talk out the situation. And then they're also there to give out resources, which is really, really cool. And then you can always use those and then, kind of develop a little bit, of a better habit in life, which is good. It's really, really good. So make sure you do that. And if not, make sure you reach out to a friend. Always talk to somebody. I mean, I texted this dude at like 9:30. I was like, "What's up?" And he's like, "All right, I'm on my way." Like, it was just that simple. Like, and then now we're filming, already. So, it's easy to call a friend, and if you think you don't have a friend, I promise you there's somebody out there to listen.
Guaranteed.
Guaranteed there's somebody out there to listen. You just got to go find them. I mean, like, or let them come to you. And if not, just hit me up, dude. I got time.
Bro, we don't do anything.
Yeah, like
ever.
I got time. So we can always talk. You can find me. You can contact the show at Side Conversations Podcast on Instagram, Side Convo on Twitter. You can find us on YouTube at Side Conversations Podcast.
Hey, shout out.
Big shout out.
Good stuff.
You can find me on Instagram and Twitter at Kevin Ray Deando. Grayson, where can they find you?
GrizzlyGray.fit on Instagram. That's the only one, so you don't gotta spam. And I am coming out with a YouTube channel. This man is my inspiration. It's not going to be his platform. It's going to be just health and fitness stuff, so keep an eye out for that.
But get ready for some skits, bro. Get ready for some fun stuff. I'm excited to have this because now I can talk to you guys and chill with you. We can just put me up on your big screen. We'll be big chilling.
Yeah, man.
I'm really excited to talk to you guys. And then we want to have promos, some content for you guys. So we might as well just we're just going to have fun with it. So I'm really excited.
I'm excited to see it happen, man.
Yeah, really excited. So guys, thank you so much for tuning in. And we'll see you next week. Peace.